Welcome to a new video of Seibert Media. I have two guests with me, which is Brad. Hi, Brad.
Hi.
And Chris.
Hey.
I'm very proud that we can produce this video together. And maybe you can introduce yourself and tell us why.
Definitely. So I'm Brad Quirk from Quirk Apps. We're a Melbourne-based company in Australia, and we create Jira solutions for agile at scale.
And I'm Chris Cooke, formerly of Old Street Solutions. We made some great apps that grew very rapidly, and I'm quite excited to be working with Seibert Media at the moment.
You've been a marketplace partner on the Atlassian Marketplace for
4 years.
4 years already.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about the apps?
Yeah, definitely. So a fun fact about me is that I'm an agile coach by trade. So having dealt for so long with common customer pain points with everyone that we work with directly, I thought it'd be a good idea to start creating my own solutions in the Jira space that we just couldn't find anywhere else. And initially it was just a hobby of mine during the pandemic, just teaching myself how to code and how to solve these problems for at least one person somewhere out there in the world. But the apps thankfully kept growing and growing, and now it's a fully fledged part of my business. And yeah, here we are today.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit why you're sitting here in Wiesbaden in Germany.
The reason why I'm in Wiesbaden is pretty straightforward. So back in Melbourne, we tried quite a lot to promote our apps internally with a limited capability. And when we found that we were hitting a glass ceiling with those efforts, we initially tried to look locally in the market for an agency that could provide sales and marketing uplift for us, but we were pretty disappointed with what was out there, quite frankly. No one had the expertise in the Atlassian space. And yeah, after some conversations with Chris over the past 12 months, here we are with Seibert. We recognize the capability that your team offers, and it's worth traveling halfway around the world for.
Maybe I can ask you, why did you recommend him to us?
It's a remarkably common progression. Someone's either a bedroom developer doing something on the side, or, like Brad here, an expert on the subject matter and sees a problem, sees an opportunity, starts working on it themselves. And unfortunately, it's just very hard to be all things, a one-man Swiss Army knife. It's hard to do the marketing. A good developer is rarely a good salesman. They seem to be quite different skills. And so people reach a limit. I think your first customers find you, no matter how terrible your marketing is. You've solved a problem that has such a big need that they find you before you're even ready.
100%.
And then once you need to start marketing to people that need a bit of convincing, a bit of education, it just becomes a really thankless task if that's not your passion. I, vocally, publicly, am well known as loving marketing in this space. I have shown that it's possible to grow great apps, give them the revenue they deserve. And so, yeah, talking to Brad, it was just apparent that he needed extra support and help there. But as a small vendor, we only had so much time and so much attention to give. And I've realized, we were always struggling. And so, the partnership with you made so much sense, because you've got this infrastructure, this architecture, these processes, this great team. So you can do more than just a couple of things at a time and actually build scalable things and take all the work off someone like Brad.
In the very beginning, we thought, okay, we're just going to do marketing and sales, and they're going to do product and support. And still something that is on a broader image, something that we pitch to you and to others. So there's a clear distinction what you do and what we do. But actually, we've been doing a lot of Atlassian Forge coaching for your developers.
Absolutely.
And,
all the hoops you have to jump through, right? Data center testing you have to do every year.
Oh, this is incredible.
Bug bounty is very scary and very expensive if you don't have the right process.
Very early on, for sure.
Yeah, let's talk about those two. Like for a data center, we're running an infrastructure that two of our sysadmins maintain, where we will automatically fire up all still supported Jira and Confluence versions automatically, and run penetration and like tests with
load
100, load tests, 500 and 2,000 and more users. It's artificial, but it's fully automated. It's something that I'm pretty sure out there are some other vendors who will be able to do that, but it costs us a lot of time and iterations to be able to do that. And it's much easier with cloud because you don't have the variation of and the need to spin up so many different servers and try all that. And my assumption is that load testing for a lot of people is just, oh, let's do the minimum. Let's just do whatever is needed. So we tick the box and do it.
Even going back to the Forge aspect as well, you know, we talked about it's quite an onboarding experience to see the benefit, but to go through that journey, to have someone like Seibert who has already almost internally commoditized a lot of those processes that we can just instantly jump in and leverage. That was a clear point of differentiation for us as well. So I think to summarize exactly what you said before, we found out that with Quirk that we'd hit a glass ceiling, and one way or another, whether it was through insourcing, outsourcing, acquisition, a lot of these scary options just didn't appeal to us because they seemed very short-term focused, and we wanted to be in this for the long run. So having found a partner that, you know, putting my agile coaching hat on, following Simon Sinek's infinite game principle of wanting to build an ecosystem that thrives rather than having an exit strategy or just trying to hit a certain target and then disappearing into the sunset, that's ultimately what I was looking for. So the fact that we might not know what the future holds, so it's really exciting to take that journey together. If we want to call it a marriage, it's fine. But yeah, it's exciting times ahead, so really looking forward to it.
Thank you so much for voicing that, for being here. Thank you so much for joining. And
My pleasure.
I don't know exactly what I wrote you, but after the kind of weird experience of founding the company, I told you, and I'll hold up to that, that I'll personally invest in making sure we do whatever we can to make it a successful joint journey.
Definitely. It's, like I said, super exciting to be here and really looking forward for the things to come.
Cool. Just going to help.
That'll do. Thanks, guys.
Bye.